Okay, let's get started. I'm recording this Sunday. I'm really trying to get a handle on just what we learned from last week. Stocks were lower for the week, but they ended on a positive note, so it begs the question why. This chart behind me really covers most of what we need to know. It took most of the trading day for investors to figure out just what we learned from October's payroll numbers. The headline numbers showed 261,000 jobs, added 66,000 above consensus. On the surface, that's a pretty hot number, but when you dig into the report, you see the household data was very weak, off 328,000, driving the unemployment rate higher. Welcome to the Money Runner. I'm David Nelson. Early on Friday, I was on Maria Bartiromo's show with Dagan McDowell hosting. I didn't pick up on this right after the release, but it became clear as the day went on. With labor participation moving lower, once again, it's clear a lot of young Americans either don't want to work or have other reasons for not entering the workforce. Initially, two-year yields and the dollar pushed higher, forcing stocks to give up their morning gains. But as the day wore on, investors started to put the data in context, getting a clearer picture that this economy is starting to slow. The dollar put in its worst decline since 2020, and all across the curve, yields came in and stocks went higher. Yes, folks, we're in a bad news is good news market. One final note. After the close Friday, Goldman's David Kostin cut earnings growth for next year down to 0. He's looking for margins to contract even further, with the only exception being energy. We have two main events on our market watch list this week. The midterm elections on Tuesday, of course, could change the balance of power for the next 2 years. And Thursday's CPI will give us another data point on whether Fed actions this year are starting to do their job. Needless to say, the news cycle is heavy, and this will be a pivotal week for markets and likely to drive sentiment into the end of the year. If you like the pod and want to be kept up to date, please hit subscribe. And of course, please rate and review us. Good and bad comments, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'll be back later in the week. I'm David Nelson.